Part B, Steering and Sailing Rules. Section 1, Conduct of Vessels in Any Condition of Visibility. Rule 6, Safe Speed. Every vessel shall at all times proceed at a safe speed so that she can take proper and effective action to avoid collision and be stopped within a distance appropriate to the prevailing circumstances and conditions. Explanation. This is the core principle. A vessel must always go at a speed that allows her to avoid collision and stop safely. There is no fixed number for safe speed. It depends on the situation around you. If conditions worsen, you must slow down. In determining a safe speed, the following factors shall be among those taken into account. To understand what safe means, the rule lists factors you must consider. A. By all vessels. This is the fundamental principle. Every vessel must choose a speed that allows enough time and distance to react to dangers and avoid collision. A safe speed is not a fixed number. It changes with the situation. The rule then gives factors that every vessel must evaluate to determine what speed is safe at that moment. A. 1. The state of visibility. Explanation. Poor visibility, fog, rain, darkness, snow, haze, reduces the time you have to see other vessels or hazards. If you cannot see far, you must reduce speed because reaction time becomes shorter. You may detect other vessels late. You may misjudge distance. Light, shape recognition becomes harder. A. 2. The traffic density including concentrations of fishing vessels or any other vessels. Explanation. More vessels around you mean more potential collision risks. In busy waterways or fishing grounds, slower speed gives you more time to maneuver and assess traffic. In areas with many vessels, traffic separation schemes, fishing fleets, congested ports, coastal routes, a high speed becomes dangerous because your maneuvering space decreases. Many targets need continuous monitoring. Risk of close quarters situations increases. In heavy traffic, safe practice normally means moderate to slow speed. A. 3. The maneuverability of the vessel with special reference to stopping distance and turning ability in the prevailing conditions. Explanation. Some ships turn slowly or need a long distance to stop. Tankers, bulkers. High speed makes them unable to react in time. You must consider how quickly your vessel can change course or stop under current conditions. This depends on turning circle, stopping distance, trim and draft, propeller rudder efficiency, whether engines respond slowly. A vessel with poor maneuverability, large tankers, bulkers, tow operations must keep speed low, especially in restricted waters. A. 4. At night, the presence of background light, such as from shore lights or from backscatter of her own lights. Explanation. At night, shore lights, fishing lights, oil rigs, and industrial zones can hide or confuse navigation lights of vessels. When there is background lighting behind another vessel, it may be very difficult to detect its direction or speed. Thus, the vessel should proceed slower to avoid misinterpretation of navigation lights. 5. The state of wind, sea, and current, and the proximity of navigational hazards. Explanation. Weather and sea state affect a vessel's ability to maintain course and avoid danger. Strong winds, heavy seas, strong currents, or nearby hazards, shoals, rocks, narrow channels, require slower speed to maintain safe control and prevent grounding or collision. Navigational hazards include shallow water, shoals, rocks, ports and narrow channels, offshore installations. If hazards are close, speed should be reduced to allow safer maneuvering. A. 6. The drought in relation to the available depth of water. Explanation. A deep draft vessel in shallow water has reduced maneuverability, increased stopping distance, bank effect and squat, limited room to deviate from course. In shallow or restricted waters, vessels must slow down to maintain control and avoid grounding. Rule 6b, additionally, by vessels with operational radar. Explanation. Vessels using radar must consider extra factors because radar provides more information but also has limitations. Good radar practice is essential for safe speed. 1. The characteristics, efficiency, and limitations of the radar equipment. Explanation. Radar performance depends on range scale, sea clutter and rain clutter, antenna height, target size, tuning and gain. If radar performance is reduced, you must reduce speed because the information you receive may be unreliable. B. 2. Any constraints imposed by the radar range scale in use. Explanation. If you're navigating using a long range, e.g. 12 nautical miles, you may miss nearby dangers. If you use a short range, e 1.5 nautical miles, you may detect dangers too late at high speed. If you are unsure due to range scale limitations, slow down and change the scale frequently. This ensures hazards are detected at the correct distance. B3. The effect on radar detection of the sea state, weather, and other sources of interference. Explanation. Radar detection might be affected by weather, rain, sea state, or visibility conditions. Even if the radar works, poor visibility still requires a reduced speed because not everything shows on radar. 4. The possibility that small vessels, ice, and other floating objects may not be detected by radar at an adequate range. Explanation. Radar can miss small wooden boats, fiberglass craft, ice, debris, fishing gear, inflatable boats, vessels without proper radar reflectors. Because these objects may not appear on radar, you must maintain a speed that allows time to avoid undetectable hazards. 5. The number, location, and movement of vessels detected by radar. Explanation. Radar may show many contacts in the area. High traffic on radar requires careful analysis and a lower speed because relative motion may be complex. Risk of multiple close-quarter situations. CPA, TCPA change rapidly at high speeds. Reducing speed gives you time to assess the situation safely. B6. The more exact assessment of the visibility that may be possible when radar is used to determine the range of vessels or other objects in the vicinity. Explanation. Radar gives accurate distance measurements even in bad visibility, but it does not replace visual lookout. Use radar to help judge the situation, but still maintain a speed appropriate to actual visibility.